Hey, what is up guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Robin, and today we're diving into a topic that has been buzzing in the web dev world: Laravel and Ruby on Rails. The two heavyweight frameworks, both aiming to make our lives as developers easier, but which one comes out of top? So let's find out. First, let's set the stage with Laravel. The PHP powerhouse burst onto the scene in 2011 and has been turning heads ever since. And the other side, we have Ruby on Rails, affectionately known as Rails, which has been revolutionizing web dev since 2004. Both have their own loyal fan bases, but what sets them apart? So let's start with Laravel, this PHP framework that has gained massive popularity for its elegant syntax and powerful features. It's like a Swiss Army knife of web development. Versatile, reliable, and ready out of the box to tackle any challenges. With its expressive and beautiful syntax, Laravel makes coding feel like a breeze. It's got everything from awesome ORM called Eloquent to templating engine named Blade that will make even the most hardcore backend developer appreciate the front-end capabilities. Now let's talk about Rails. Built on Ruby, this framework has been the go-to choice for startups and big companies alike for years. Its philosophy of convention over configuration means that you can get a project up and running faster than you can brew a cup of coffee. Rails is all about developer happiness. It's designed to make coding fun and productive with features like active record for database management and asset pipeline for handling your CSS and JavaScript. Rails has your back from back to the front end. But which one you should choose? Well, it depends what you're after. If you're coming from PHP background and want a framework that feels familiar yet powerful, Laravel is obvious choice. Its documentation is top-notch, and the Laravel community is incredibly active and supportive. On the other hand, if you're all about rapid development and don't mind learning a new language, Rails could be your ticket to developer heaven. Its emphasis on testing and best practices means you'll be writing better code from day one. So there's a Reddit post about a long-time Laravel developer who has moved to Rails. It's a very interesting read, and I recommend you to read it if you want to know more detailed comparisons. I will link the post in the description below. All right, the Reddit developer emphasizes the importance of sticking to the framework defaults, noting that adhering to the defaults about 90% of the time makes upgrades easier, addresses security concerns, and simplifies the process of adopting new technologies and hiring new developers. And I can agree with this perspective. For example, here Laravel has promoted various combinations over the years, such as Vue with Laravel, Laravel with Inertia, Livewire with class components, and more recently, Livewire with Folio with Vault. And in contrast, Rails tends to stick to its architectural roots, maintaining the Rails way over the years. The developer also noted that Laravel has become something of a merchant of complexity. It tries to cater to every new trend and technology, offering solutions for MVC, component-based development, and more. So yeah, I kind of agree that Laravel has fallen into the trap of the JavaScript hype. Even for me, it can be annoying sometimes to navigate between the various choices, whereas Rails has so far remained true to its simplistic origins. However, sometimes it's nice to see new technologies I've been curious about getting adopted quickly by the Laravel team. So I don't know how I feel about this, but performance-wise, both frameworks have come a long way. Laravel has made significant strides in the recent year and can now handle high traffic applications with ease. But you have to remember, when Rails was first released, we were all running Pentium 4s, and we have now the power of Apple Silicon. So you have to understand the times are so completely different. When it comes to the job market, both skills are in high demand. Both PHP developers with Laravel experience are sought after in many industries worldwide. Meanwhile, the Rails developers are particularly popular in the United States, often found in innovative startups and tech companies. Here in Finland, it would be extremely difficult for me to find any Ruby developers. There must be more than 20 PHP developers for every Ruby developer. So it wouldn't make really sense for me to choose Ruby. Also, I can name a quite few billion-dollar companies built with Ruby. Shopify is the big one that comes to my mind. And I can't do the same for Laravel. And that's because in San Francisco, the startup mecca, everyone seems to choose Rails due to the local expertise. Laravel is more popular outside of the US, but it doesn't mean it's any less valuable. So which one reigns supreme? The truth is, there's no one size fits all answer. It really depends on your project requirements, your team's expertise, and your personal preference. Both Laravel and Rails are excellent frameworks that can help you build robust, scalable web applications. They're like siblings with different upbringings, with Laravel having been inspired by Rails. And my advice is to try them both. There's no better way to decide than get your hands dirty and build something with each framework. You might find that you prefer the Laravel ecosystem, or you might fall in love with the Ruby language and the Rails way of doing things. If you already know one, just stick with it and start shipping products. There's nothing one cannot do that other can. Remember, at the end of the day, the best framework is the one that allows you to ship your product efficiently and pleasantly. Whether you choose Laravel, Rails, or another framework entirely, the most important thing is to build amazing applications that solve real-world problems. So, let me ask you this. What made you choose Laravel or Rails over another? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you made it till the end, show me some support by liking this video. And if you like my content, subscribe for more. And see you on the next video. All right? Bye. In my mind from dawn till night.
Chasing that bag, gotta get it tight. Robin's in the zone, working till it's right. Fresh lines, clean design, cash flow in sight.